Hello everyone, welcome back to another Lego Batman 3 video, and today we're going to do the level called You Up Against It for the Freeplay, and I'm showing how to get all the collectibles. And I knew this was supposed to be up, almost 2 days ago? I think it will be 2 days ago since it was supposed to be. But I had I couldn't download them for, I don't know why. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and the other time it takes a lot of time for them to be able to get to the point where I can download them. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to get everything up to date. I'll probably be doing the Freeplay tonight. I will hopefully get up tonight, and then I'll do a free roam, and on top of that, I'll do a free play. So you will definitely get 2 in 1 video. So let's get into this level and see how this plays out. And if you remember the first time, Brainiac shrunk. Let me go back to another statement. He shrank the Earth with the power of the lantern. This was the aftermath of when he got into the spaceship and flew down to Earth. Superman and Brainiac found the 3 duo. I'm Tria. So your first Minikit will be underneath this. You try to magnetize all these up, and the plasma will sure to come up, and it should be nice. And this level is pretty nice for a free-play level because everything's split up in thirds, of course. There's 4 Minikits in 1 and there's 3 and 3 in the last 2, I think. I think it's 1 character per part, so there's that. And it would be nice that would be nostalgia right there. And now I'm just simply gonna fly across the bridge. And the next thing we will be right here, and I'm gonna use Terra to dig up this ground, and the minions are trying to shoot at me. No problem. I don't think they can hurt me while I'm doing this. They just have to wait. And if you guys know what parts these are, you guys may know what it could lead to. Oh, and yes, I believe Brainiac's laser from his shrink gun, does heat up golden laser objects, so that's pretty nice. And I will be thoroughly checking this area. Oh, and one more thing. The free play for the Big Trouble in Little Gotham, I won't do that one next. I'll skip over it until I have the character that can go through the vines. Okay, time for a question. And have you guys been to Europe at all? If you live there, then I guess the answer is that question for you guys. So the next thing for Minikit is to grapple hook the 4 ducks, and it should give you the Minikit that we are searching for. And yeah, should be 5 dice. And the Red, Wicked, and the West are in the second book. And everything else is just split up evenly. Just those 2 things because they are one of a kind, really. And there's a Minikit I was talking about, and you can freeze the water and walk through it, of course, to have a fun fashion show, I guess. So the next one is to hook these 5 things that I'm doing right now. There's 1, there's 2, and today I will probably try to push out 3 just to keep it back on track. You know, I hadn't done anything for 2 days, but I was waiting on the clips to be able to download, and the last clip that I was going to download, I clicked get that. So either 1 or 2 things now. Either it'll let me download it and not have issues, or I would just have to go without it. But the end of it it's only the end of it, so it's not gonna be that big. It's like what happened on Breaking Bats. That one, well, I couldn't do either. So yeah, just trying to keep it to a daily, but I can't control when it doesn't want to let me download it, of course, and such. And this is number 4, I believe. Here we go, and we have this Minikit I'm about to finish, and we have a character token in this last area too. If you guys remember in the story, there was a lot of digging in this area, and I'll show you guys the digging in just a moment. And yes, Brainiac's minions are annoying right now, but you cannot kill the minions completely, because the minions, if you kill them all, it'll end this area, and that is not what I'm going to do. So I do not want to come back around the second go, or third go, should I say, to go ahead and get a Minikit I miss. So, while she's digging up these telescope thingies, we're gonna have to grapple them afterwards. So what I was gonna do is I'm gonna use Batman's sensor suit to go invisible so I don't get shot at. Because I don't like getting shot at. I keep getting shrunk, I'm growing big, a bunch of stuff. Oh, you can see these 3 were shooting at my other character who is stuck behind that wall, which I think that's just a glitch. It might have been just because he wasn't with us when I crossed that area. So like I said, invisibility makes it super easy. And while Brainiac just sits on top of this area, it looks interesting. And this is a humongous roundabout. It looks tiny because, well, the earth was shrank, but in reality, this is a huge roundabout. It has, what, at least 7 to 8 different roads? That's a lot for a roundabout, honestly. I've only seen, let's see, I think a roundabout of 3 roads that connect. So, yeah, this is definitely interesting. There's a character that I was talking about, and I will go ahead and I will have to find out who they are if I wouldn't know it, but I will make sure that so here we are in the second part of this level, and as you can see, there's something to do with the going underground type of situation. So let's go there, and the characters look like giants here because they are normal size while the city is miniature. And I thought I could ride the mower, but I couldn't, even though there's a seat on there. So I don't know what that's about. Or maybe the whole wheel? No, that wouldn't make sense. You can just put something else there, another 5th Minikit. And I brought Black Manta on this journey just so I can do this. So any characters that can swim underwater, like go underwater, do not have to like go ahead and walk slowly like as if a Batman was doing. So now it is time to grow this thing, and it's gonna be pretty amazing. And Brainiac is shrinking Brainiac. How ironic can that be? And yeah, our next character is going to be Lobo, who, if you haven't seen in the Hall of Justice video, I went ahead and did a boss fight against him. It would be funny to do a boss fight against the own character. So now, that could be an electrical issue, but it didn't cause too much. Like, well, in real life, if that happens, that would cause a lot of severe damage, which would not have been great. So, still dangerous, nonetheless. So here's the helicopter. I keep getting smacked down. And no invincibility in this game, so I gotta be careful. But the thing I do like between this game and the last game is that you don't have constant goons coming after you in the hub worlds. Like, if you guys remember or have seen the Late Batman 2, where it did that, and you would sometimes get your vehicle destroyed if Lex bots or penguin goons were to spawn. I've had it happen many times. That was the annoying part. They even do that even when you 100% the game, when it's all back to peaceful and all the people are walking like how they were before level 3, before the end of level 3, of course. The villains escaped, so it makes sense that they went ahead and ran for their lives. There was hammers, there was cakes, and there was dynamite, and they were colored red, green, and blue. So if you get the idea of which color had the hammers, the cakes, the dynamite, 2 of them are obvious. Well, at this point, it will just be process of elimination, of course. Because if you match the colors, and then the one that's odd out, it's the last one that's there. So here is the Adam West. I do not know what he was doing in Europe, of course. But this wasn't the weirdest place he could have been. It could be in a normal place. And some where he's been happens to be in the strangest place of all time. I like how I put the boat there and he fell off.
I'm sure
he jumped to the platform that way.
But thank you.
Funny, isn't it? So, I went ahead and skipped to the next part, which is where this next Minikit happens to be. And there's a palace. And if you guys recall, I grabbed the Atom in one of the last Freeplay levels, and I can just shrink down and find a Minikit there. Which I could have done the story, but you know, I didn't want to having to overcorrect numbers. But there's like a couple of levels so that I have to overcorrect. But the less correcting, the better. Here we are in the last part, and I will not bother taking them out, but I may take those minions out because they will keep beating me up until I do something about it. And yeah. So the first thing let's do in this area is to shrink this area, but I gotta get rid of it first. So yeah. It's funny because Brainiac shift, and I'm using Brainiac to grow a lot of them in this level, which is ironic. You guys know these lights, it's a disco. And let's have a party, shall we? With the skeletons that somehow have lights. It is nothing how Megatron loads the Legion. That's fine. The only show I've seen that have happened. And I have not gone through all of them yet. But the only one I've seen out of the lead, I watched G1, most of it. Lost interest, some in middle of season 30. Then we have Beast Wars, where I watched all of it. And then animated, which I'm currently in the middle of doing it. I think I'm over halfway through. And yeah. So there's Minikit number 8. And this right here, I know it looks funny why they're colored, but this is for the quest by Batmite. But so instead of me talking about him to him about what he wants, I can deliver this. I can deliver some things to him before that happens. But sometimes, like in the space station infestation, I couldn't unlock what he wanted until the quest was active because I tried charging up the electrical. It's some kind of electrical power, and I did not. I couldn't get it open. I had a charge beam at it, and I thought I had to get the charge from above. I know it's unlimited, but maybe now, but it wasn't. So we're just gonna do one more thing, which is to go through this bit, to go through and get the last final thing of this very level. And I don't even have the Minikit detector, and I'm doing pretty fine. And I believe the Red Witch is going to go with Detector. You guys will figure that out if that is. You guys will figure it out when I have the next video of the free roam, and I just have gold bricks flashing everywhere. So, you up against it, level complete. So, yeah, it was definitely a fun level. I did enjoy playing it the first time as well. And we got super here, we have 1.3 billion coins right now. So yeah, that, and how fitting. It is the Eiffel Tower of Paris. So, yeah, and you can build the Minikits out of spare Lego pieces if you guys have it. Or, even if you don't have the color, you can still make it right with the different colors. So that's what counts. We have Lobo, Manchester Black, and oh yeah, the first one you guys saw, I thought it was gonna cut out more than I thought, but I think it only cut out like 21 seconds of the final ending, which is better than the Breaking Bad. So I'm gonna leave it here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this Freeplay video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya and have a good day.